Hey guys, welcome back to Christina's Healthy Life. I'm Christina. Today we are checking in with Autumn Calabrese, and the majority of the video is going to focus on a reel she posted. And it's a little long-winded, just talking about expectations, body image, and honestly, it's a little toxic if you have any sensitivities to talk of like disordered eating habits or like restrictive eating or anything like that. This might not be the video for you, and that's okay. And there's a couple clips also thrown in there, but the majority of it is really going to focus on that. So thank you again so much for watching. If you do like this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel. I post workouts and reactions to other fitness influencers, stuff like that. I also want to preface this video by saying that I don't hate Autumn Calabrese. I just am not critiquing her as a person. I just want to make that clear. I am just critiquing some of the things that she's saying, posting, that sort of thing. I think I've been noticing some posts or some comments, things like that, that to me look a little bit problematic, just in my experience and my personal opinion. And that's all this video is about. So I would just ask that no one go leave any hateful comments on Autumn's, social media or anything like that. Thanks.
Good morning, you guys. Happy Tuesday. It's day 2 for me for 4-week gut protocol, 4 weeks for everybody. Getting my first thing in right now. I have not missed this, but I also know I haven't been showing you guys that I've been taking it every day. Definitely designed to help boost your immune system or support your immune system, and we're in cold and flu season, so I'm gonna do all the things I can to support mine. Taking my probiotics, my digestive enzyme, and I'm gonna make some breakfast. I'm up early today. We're doing a social shoot at my house, so I've got hair and makeup coming kind of early.
So I just want to pause it real quick and mention the gut protocol and like all these extra things she's taking, like the probiotics and what'd she say, digestive enzymes. I feel like that all just feels like really unnecessary. And she drank that weird, like, dirty water drink that I think we saw in the last video. So I don't know what that's all about. That all just feels really unnecessary. And I know she sells that gut health. She literally just said the name of it. I'm so sorry. It's like some gut health program. That is like such a fitness buzzword right now, and almost I feel like whenever I see it, like all the red flags go up for me. I'm like, scam, 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 because honestly, gut health is just so hot right now.
So I gotta get up and get it done. I did want to say this, you guys. People say all the time you have to treat your workout like it's your job, right? But you have to treat your health like it's your job, because it is. So you set that alarm, and when it goes off, you get up and you go work on yourself before you go work for anybody else or do anything else, whether it's taking care of the family or the kids or whatever. You have to take care of you first, because we all know you can't pour from an empty cup. You're not going to be at your best if you don't feel your best. I'm not talking about how you look. I'm talking about how you feel. So if you are not the person that is like me, that actually enjoys working out, I don't dread it when the alarm.
I got to stop this real quick. What did she say? Oh, treat your health like it's your job. You are privileged AF. Her literal job, like, is fitness, is working out, is the whole thing. Most people don't have that luxury. Their time is eaten up by their day job, going to school, caring for the family, maybe working another job. sleeping, for heaven's sakes. I don't know. This just felt a little privileged to me. That was the main reason I kind of left this one in here. I just thought that was just a little unsavory for me. And then this whole part too, she's going to get back into like almost this like I'm better than you. I like working out. I like doing that. But if you don't, here's how you can I don't know. It just, ugh.
Goes off, I get up, I'm happy to get dressed and get out there. I mean, it's 5 a.m. I would have liked to have slept a little bit more, but it is what it is. I'm actually working to get on East Coast time too, because Dom and I leave for Florida tomorrow. But I get up and I get that done. That is my number one job. I hope everybody's day is off to a really good start. I'm just getting mine going. But there was actually something that I was thinking about.
Again, yeah, it's your literal job. That's the difference. It's your literal job. So you treat it like your job. Most people don't have that luxury. I'm sure there's plenty of people who have health and fitness goals who would love to have a whole day or plenty of free days to work on themselves, to not have to rush around or be stressed, but they don't. All right, so this next clip is a little bit longer. And settle in. We got a lot to discuss with this one.
Yesterday, I wanted to come on and talk to you guys about, I just didn't get a chance. The day kind of got away from me, so I'll give people a quick second to hop on. Hello, good morning. But I wanted to come on and talk about sort of the expectations that we have on ourselves and we have on our bodies that might sometimes, one, be unrealistic, or sometimes just not be realistic in the time frame. There we go. My connection was bad. Might not be realistic in the time frame that we're thinking, or maybe in the conditions that are going on that we are thinking about. So, hello, good morning, everybody. Hi. So, I wanted to just give you guys my own personal example, because I like to share with you guys that, like, I'm not perfect, obviously. Things can be hard on me. I do the same thing. I have certain expectations. It doesn't mean things always work out that way. So let me just explain what I'm talking about. Obviously, in November, we were filming Healthy Obsession, and I felt amazing going into Healthy Obsession. I felt really strong, felt really good in my body, like how I looked, everything, just energized, raring to go. We're filming Healthy Obsession. I am living, you guys, having my best life up there, being on set, filming for you guys, creating something that I know people are going to use and enjoy, and it's going to help them in their health and fitness journey. Like, that is my happy place. So we film week 1, and then we take the next week off because I had my gut protocol retreat. We go back, we film week 2, great, feeling good. We're filming week 3, everything's feeling good. And at the end of week 3, sort of going into that weekend, I was like, things are like, I must be putting on some muscle. Like, my pants are getting, like, my quads, like, everything's getting a little tight. And then we come back from the weekend, and you guys, I'm eating great, drinking my water, doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing. We come back from the weekend, and we have 2 days left of filming. It was the last 2 workouts. And, no, I'm sorry, we had 1 day left. We were filming the last 2 workouts on Monday. And I did not feel good in my skin, okay? Like, I had energy, I felt great about that, but my clothes were so tight. And I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, what is going on? Like, this doesn't make any sense. I'm working out crazy hard. I'm eating great. I'm drinking my water, doing all the things. And I could tell, like, I was swollen. Like,
I just got to stop it here real quick. So she's talking about, like, her expectations for her body. So she's trying to say how she expected at the end of Healthy Obsession, or filming Healthy Obsession rather, to be like looking and feeling her best, but kind of getting into the later, like, end of the filming schedule, she was starting to feel like I don't know, puffy or bloated or just like thicker, her clothes felt tighter, and that's fine and everything. But she has to like make sure to slip in and remind you that she says she's like not perfect, but she's like working out. Obviously, she has an intense filming schedule. She said she was, eating great, doing all the things, drinking her water, all that stuff. So maybe if that's the case, if you're doing all the things, and I'm just throwing this out there, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's fine. Also, I don't know that much about her gut protocol, diet, or whatever, but I do know that like beans are allowed on it. And if you're familiar with her system, like 21 Day Fix, I think beans on the gut protocol count for a red. So I think maybe that is maybe a culprit that she maybe hadn't considered. But anyway, it could be a number of things, and it's probably just a normal body fluctuation, which we'll get to next. But I digress. I can't help but kind of just put my analytics to use. Anyway, she'll give us there's more. Stick around.
Not just like workout swollen, like very swollen. To the point where I actually called my doctors afterwards and I was like, something's not right. Like, I haven't been on the scale, but I could tell you I've gained weight. I was like, I'm swollen, I've gained weight. And my doctors were like, Autumn, you're under some stress. So, today was the last day of filming, right? I'm like, yes. They said, take it easy, drink your electrolytes, rest up. And the next day was my surgery. Depending on how much you follow me, you may or may not know I had surgery. I forget what day it was. I think it was like November 22nd. I had my boobs redone. It was elective. It was my choice. I went a little bit smaller. All is good. And I had actually debated on whether or not I was going to share that journey on social media. I don't always share all the personal stuff because sometimes it's just personal. But then I was like, you know what? I'm not ashamed about it. I'm not embarrassed about it. I really like that I have my implants, so I'm going to talk about it. And the biggest reason was because I was like, I didn't want to have to try to lie about what workout program I was doing or what was going on. So I was like, I'm just going to be honest. This is what's happening. So we finished Healthy Obsession, and the very next morning, 7 a.m. was my surgery. Now, you guys, I'm explaining all of this. I'm giving you backstory for a reason. Because in my mind, we finished Healthy Obsession. I was going to feel so good. I was going to be nice and shredded, go into my surgery. I was going to be down and out for a couple of weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, but it was all going to be good. And I wanted to share that journey with you guys. And I wanted to show you, look, if you eat right and you get your sleep and all these things, like things don't have to really change. Your body is not really going to change necessarily if you're taking care of it, even if you have an injury or something like that. Well, my body decided that it was going to laugh at me a little bit. Which, that's cool. I'm glad it did, because you know what? Sometimes you need to be reminded, Autumn, that it doesn't always work like that. So surgery was the very next day. Mind you, that Monday, the day before, I was feeling very swollen, like puffy, retaining water, like maybe I had gained weight. I hadn't gotten on the scale. I don't love to get on the scale. It's not that big of a deal to me. So, feeling puffy, surgery the next day. Obviously, surgery, you guys, that's trauma to your body. And you're going to have a little inflammation from that anyways. So I was prepared for that. But I will tell you this. It took almost the next 3 weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks, for my body to kind of feel like it was back to normal in terms of not being super swollen and puffy. And here's the point that I really want to make, which is that I figured we're wrapping Healthy Obsession, hour-long workouts, 5 days a week. Great. I'm going to have this surgery and I'm still going to walk and I'm going to eat healthy and I'm going to do all those things and nothing's really going to change. And that's not exactly what happened for me. I still felt great. I recovered from my surgery really quickly, but for that puffiness to go away in my body, the swelling, like I said, it took almost 3 weeks. And I talked to my doctors about it more than once. You guys, we're not talking about my implants. I mean, y'all can have a conversation in the chat if you want to, but that's not what this live is about. So yes, you guys, I have admitted to having implants. It's obvious. But anyways, that's not what this is about. So I'm going to finish talking about expectations, because that's what we're here to talk about. If y'all are that interested, you can have a side conversation. The point is that my expectation was that I was going to come off Healthy Obsession feeling really good, go into my surgery, no big deal the next day, and that besides the recovery process, I was going to feel really good. But that's not what happened. What happened was, besides the recovery process, I was still dealing with all of the inflammation. And if I stop and think about it, I go, okay, we were actually filming doubles a few times during Healthy Obsession. So hour-long workouts twice in the day. I was still coming home and I had a bunch of other work. I wasn't always sleeping the best, even though I was really tired from the workouts. I wasn't sleeping the best because I had to be up super early to get to set. And sometimes when I have that excitement about being on set, I don't get into as deep of a sleep. So my body was swollen, like I was puffy and I was uncomfortable in my skin, you guys. My jeans were tighter, my workout clothes were tighter. And I was like, oh my God, my whole message of like, it's okay, even if you have an injury or something that takes you down and out, like as long as you're eating right and moving your body, because I was still taking walks every day, it doesn't have to change that much. And in all honesty, it didn't change that much. I think I gained, if I'm being 100% honest, because I finally got on the scale, I think I gained 2.5 pounds over the last month, because I hadn't been working out at all. All I could do was walk.
I have to stop this. I have to stop this. So she goes on this whole thing talking about how she's puffy, how she's calling her doctors over basically some bloating. I almost can't with this. I almost can't, because I just feel like she also posted, so she posted I don't know if it was on like her grid or just like on her stories. I don't think I have. I don't know if I took a picture of it, but yeah, it was like a 2-pound difference, which is a totally normal fluctuation. That's not like, no wonder her doctors dismissed her. I feel like our feelings are valid that maybe she felt dismissed, but I feel like they understood that like this was probably pretty normal. She admitted to not sleeping the best and like doing a lot. She was under a lot of stress, and maybe she was eating a little bit differently, or who knows, whatever. Hey, the before and after, like side by side, and the difference, and the difference visually is so minimal. Like, a lot of comments saying the only difference here is the light. And to me, it just looked like just of an example of someone who has a really unhealthy relationship with like body image, food, I don't know, the whole thing. I don't know. It's ironic to me that program is called Healthy Obsession, because I feel like Autumn has an unhealthy obsession. Once again, like a couple pounds is well within like a normal like weight fluctuation, a gain or a loss, without really causing any worry. And yeah, again, it's also normal for, let's say, if you eat a salty meal, we know that, if you eat a salty meal, your body tends to retain water. You might feel bloated or like swollen, like she mentioned. And that can last a lot longer than people think, like weeks, honestly. And she kind of said like that's, when it kind of started, and she mentioned like she was on the gut protocol, which maybe she was eating differently. That's just like my hypothesis. I have no idea. But I just thought her feelings are valid, of course, because it's fine if she wants to look a certain way, feel a certain way. That's all fine. But I just think it was something, one, triggering to post the before and after picture. I just thought it was really vain and insensitive. I don't know. Like, read the room. I don't know. Read the room.
Then I was at Tony Robbins for a week and I got no sleep. I was getting like 4 hours of sleep a night. So all of this is to explain to you guys that you can have expectations and you can have a perfect plan for how things are going to go. It still doesn't mean they're going to go that way. You could be like, I'm going to do this workout program and I'm going to lose X amount of pounds and I'm going to feel this way. And you could have the best of intentions and you could do all the things. You could do the workout and eat the food and drink the water and get the sleep. And then it's up to your body. And your body might move at a slower pace than you think it should. That doesn't mean anything's wrong with the workout. That doesn't mean that the healthy eating isn't working. It just means you have to give your body more time. You have to also pay attention to other factors, not just your workout or not just your food intake, but you do have to pay attention to your stress level. Because for me, that's a large part of what it was. It was the physical stress, the demand on my body from the workouts, and maybe the lack of sleep during that last week of filming.
See, and this is a good message. I don't know why we had to hear all this talk about your like obsession with your body image to get to this point. Because this is fine.
But also the lack of sleep when I got to Florida, to Tony Robbins, like 6 days, we're going 18 hours a day, not sleeping, like, you know, the right food, all of this comes into play. And it's so important to remember because I see so many people give up on themselves because something isn't happening in the time frame that they think that it should happen in. And a lot of times the time frame is really unrealistic. People are like, why I worked out and ate healthy this week and I didn't lose 5 pounds, so it doesn't work. Like, it doesn't always work that way. You might lose a half a pound in the first week. You might lose no pounds in the first week. So we have to make it not about the physical. And you guys, I will...
So rude. I don't know. I felt the contempt. Maybe it's me.
That for me, my fitness journey, my health journey, my nutrition, all of that, of course, I would be lying if I said that the physical doesn't matter at all. To me, it does. And if that makes me shallow, whatever, you guys, I want to feel good in the way I look. And for me, the physical matters. It's not the most important, though. And it is not the only thing I focus on. And if I only focused on the physical, and if I thought, oh, well, this isn't working for this week, I just give up. One, the physical would never change. But also, to me, it's about my health. So, was I puffy? Yeah. Let me get to the root of that. Why? Do I need more sleep? Okay.
Yeah, and that's all fair and good. But like, let's not gloss over the fact that she panicked over feeling a little puffy. She still like fit in her pants, to be clear. They just felt a little tight. And gaining 2 pounds. Nothing wrong with looking how you want to look. All I'm saying is I feel like she has just a rigid idea of what like health means and like what is like acceptable to her when she talks as if she's someone else, like someone making excuses and stuff. I feel like I can just like hear the contempt like in her voice. Like to me it sounds like her like tone is always saying like, I'm more disciplined than you. I can do it. Why can't you? You can do it. Just do it. To me, that's how it reads to me.
Do I need to replace more electrolytes? Because we were under those hot lights, you know, unless you've been on a set and worked out on a set, you guys don't fully understand it. The air conditioning never blows as hard. We're in a warehouse, basically. The lights are hot. Like, it's 85 to 90 degrees under the lights. It's hot. And the adrenaline that kicks in when you're under those lights and how hard you push and the fact that I'm talking and motivating the whole time, it's a huge expenditure. So, I needed to replace my electrolytes. All those things have to be taken into consideration when you're looking at your goals. It's great to set a time frame up for yourself, but if you don't hit the time frame, it doesn't mean you give up. You can adjust the plan, or you just keep going, understanding that you're shooting for that goal and you get as close to that goal or hit it in that time frame. But if you don't, does the goal just go away? Like, we use the example all the time of a baby learning to walk. Like, in a baby's mind, they don't say, I'm going to learn to walk this week, and if I don't, I'm just going to crawl the rest of my life. They stand up, they fall down. They take one step, they fall. They take two steps, they fall. Like, and they just keep getting back up. There is no, if I don't reach it at this point, I'm just not going to walk. So, I just want you guys to keep that all in mind, that because I know we're coming up on New Year, we're coming up on New Year's resolutions, and that people will start to set goals, and that if they don't hit them in the allotted time, a lot of things will be blamed for it, except the fact that maybe the time frame just wasn't long enough to reach the goal. Like I said, sometimes people will be like, well, the workout program doesn't work. Well, the nutrition program doesn't work. Well, exercise just doesn't work for me. My metabolism is slow. I'm never going to be able to lose weight, so why bother? But if you start making it about your health and knowing that you eat healthy to take care of the inside, that you exercise to take care of the inside, that strengthens your muscles, it strengthens your bones, it strengthens your heart and your lungs. If you get rest, so that you can have energy and like be really vibrant in your day and go out there and do the.
See, but the thing is, when she was talking about when she was feeling puffy and bloated, she was talking about how she felt bad about the way she looked. She didn't say she was worried about I don't know, her blood pressure. Maybe she was worried, you know what I mean? She didn't say, oh, I'm worried I'm retaining water. What could this mean for my health? What she was worried about was her physical appearance, that her jeans felt tight. She posted a before and after picture where she obviously thought she looked more puffy in the before or whatever. So I feel like when I hear this, I hear her saying, I care so much about my health that I look this amazing, because I care the most.
Things. You drink the water because your body needs it. If you don't make it about just the weight loss goal or the physical, you will get there. But you need to stay consistent with whatever you're doing to get there. So that's my whole point. I have stayed consistent. I'm feeling really good. I'm recovered from surgery. I'm back to working out. I had to ease back in, so I'm not lifting what I was lifting 4 weeks ago when I was doing Healthy Obsession. I'm doing 4 weeks for everybody. I'm doing 4-week gut protocol. I used last week as like an ease back in week with the workouts. And went all out with 4-week gut protocol and nutrition as well. But I've actually started documenting my journey today. It's a Monday. So I'm going to share it with you guys. I did the same thing last year at this time with 4 weeks for everybody and 4-week gut protocol. And I'm going to do the same thing again. For those of you that are here because you actually want to learn and go on a journey with me and be inspired, I'm happy to have y'all. For all y'all obsessed about my boobs, I don't know, keep looking at the photos. They're there for you. I don't think it's a big deal. So I will share, I actually took photos this morning in my swimsuit just because I like to show, and I'm showing more, I like you guys to be able to see muscle definition stuff. So I took photos this morning. I jumped on the scale. You'll see it. I'm sharing it. I'm here for transparency. I'll show you what my breakfast was for this morning. And, the holidays are here. Dom and I fly to Florida on Wednesday. Bobby's coming to Florida for a week, so he'll be cooking. I've got a bunch of my Italian family coming to the Florida house for like a week and a half. So I'm just here to show you guys that it can be done. Because to me, how I feel is the most important thing. And I feel my best when I'm really eating well, exercising, and taking care of myself. So I'm going to share that all with you guys. Okay. Speaking of that, I've got a lot of work I got to go get to. I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye. Good morning, you guys. Happy hump day. I hope everybody's week is off to a great start. Mine has been crazy busy with my family in town, but I wanted to make sure I took a few minutes and got on and talked to you guys today because we are quickly approaching the end of the year. It is December 28th. Like, how did that happen? But that means we're just a few days away from January 1st. From the beginning of the new year, from people setting New Year's resolutions and having goals. And I don't know if you all know this or not, but Body, formerly known as Beachbody, has deemed January World Health Esteem Month. And I'm so excited for this. And I just wanted to take a minute and talk to you guys about a couple things. Stay with me on this. It's important, okay? So first of all, what does health esteem mean to me? I need to set this up so you guys know where I'm going with this. If you guys know what self-esteem means, it is having confidence in, it's having respect for yourself. And so that's self-esteem. So when you take that over into health esteem, you guys, it's very similar. It's having respect for yourself, for your body. It's having confidence in your ability to provide health for yourself, for your body, in your abilities to get out there and do the things that you need to do to be healthy. Now, somewhere along the way in like the last 2 years, I've talked about this a lot. We've all of a sudden deemed being healthy like this bad thing. I don't know what is happening in the world, but it's like, oh, if you want to lose weight, you must hate yourself. Or if you want to lose weight, that's bad. You must not have health esteem or self-esteem about your body. And I just want to squash this idea right now, because having health esteem and celebrating yourself means recognizing what you need to do to get out there and be your healthiest self. And if that means that you have some weight to lose to feel and be your healthiest self, then that's what I want to help you with. Now, what I do want to recognize is that you can have many different tools in your toolkit for reaching whatever your health goals are, health, fitness goals. So the scale is one tool, and there is nothing wrong with the scale. And you guys, if somebody's trying to shame you for that, that's not your people. If they're trying to shame you for wanting to lose weight, those probably aren't your people. You should never feel bad about whatever your goals are. If you want a six-pack, go fucking get them. Go get your six-pack. That is your goal. That is your right. That is your health esteem. It doesn't have to be the goal, though. That's what...
What? That's your health esteem? What was her explanation of it again? I feel like it like kind of made sense. Like the idea is kind of there, but like it also kind of makes like it doesn't make sense. They're like really stretching here. So Body, or formerly Beachbody, is doing this like World Health Esteem Month, and health esteem is something they just like made up. This, I don't know, this makes no sense. And like, here she goes again.
Self-esteem is. It's not about the way you look if you don't want it to be about the way you look. But it's also not about shaming somebody if they have an aesthetic goal that they are going for. And by the way, you can have multiple goals. So you can want to lose weight to feel your best. You could want to have the aesthetic goal. You could want to have more energy. You could want to feel your best. You can want to sleep better. You can want to keep up with all your kids. You can have many, many goals. But my point is that there's nothing wrong with using all the tools available. So you can use the scale. Don't get obsessed with it. It doesn't tell the whole story, but you can use the scale. You can use a measuring tape. Nothing wrong with a measuring tape. Check the inches. Nothing wrong with that. You can use your clothes. Your clothes will let you know how things are fitting. You can tell how you're sleeping. Are you sleeping better? You could check in with yourself on your energy. Is your energy better? Is your mood better? Use all the tools in your toolkit, okay? That is the beauty. The more tools. Now, I'm talking about all of this, you guys, because I do have a diet that's starting on January 1st. I usually host one a year, and there's a reason for it. I do think that there is something really awesome about coming together in a community, having somebody like me who's going to guide you along the way, answer your questions, give you tools, because let's add more tools to your tool belt. You guys, if I got a goal, I don't want just one way of getting there. I want 27 ways or more of getting there because I want to use everything at my disposal to reach my goal. So yes, I have a diet bet January 1st. I'm going to be there to support you guys, motivate you guys. I'm giving you workout calendars. I'm giving you fitness and nutrition tips. I'm going to give you recipes. You're going to come together in this community, cheer each other on. And yes, you're betting $35 on yourself. Who better to bet on than yourself? And the beauty of putting that small investment is just that. You gotta be invested, truly, truly invested, so that you stick with it, so that you can reach it. Because the saying goes, are you interested or are you invested? Are you interested in reaching that health and fitness goal or are you invested? Is it a should or is it a must for reaching that goal? Should you feel better? Should you sleep better? Should you have more energy to keep up with your kids? Should you be in a better...
I feel like she pulled this directly from the Tony Robbins conference and is trying to like spin it for like health and wellness and New Year's resolutions and health esteem, whatever that is. And it is a stretch.
Should you get to that healthy weight that has you feeling your best? Or are you invested in all of that? Are you going for it? It's not about the New Year's resolution. You don't have to hit it in the month of January. The diet bet, yes, you guys, they use a version. The goal is lose 4% of your body weight in 4 weeks and you win and split the pot. But the real win is your health. The real win is that over those 4 weeks, we work on building healthy habits that can last you the year and the lifetime to have invested so that you stick with it, so that you can reach it. Because the saying goes, are you interested or are you invested? Are you interested in reaching that health and fitness goal or are you invested? Is it a should or is it a must for reaching that goal? Should you feel better? Should you sleep better? Should you have more energy to keep up with your kids? Should you be in a better mood? Should you get to that healthy weight that has you feel...
Should I get a six-pack? Should I starve myself until my body fat's low enough to show that? Or am I invested? Will I do anything it takes? I don't know.
Feeling your best? Or are you invested in all of that? Are you going for it? It's not about the New Year's resolution. You don't have to hit it in the month of January. The diet bet, yes, you guys, they use a version...
Ooh, this looks like a repeat. This might be the end of my video here. Ooh. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, please like it if you liked it. Consider subscribing. And I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments in the comment section. They always make for a great conversation. So thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.